Welcome to Miramani High School. I'm Principal Julie Parks, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the updates that our COVID safety team has made on campus as we get prepared to bring our students back. All of the updates you see here are similar to those that will be happening at all of our district sites. So I hope this video will help inform you about what you can expect. The first thing that you'll notice when you walk on our campus, signs, a lot of them. There are signs posted throughout our campus to remind our students, our staff, and the community of the guidelines they must follow when they come onto campus. In addition to signs posted around the campus facilities, there are large signs that will greet students as they come in, reminding them that they're entering a safe zone. When our COVID safety team came to campus, one of the first facilities we started with was the library. Our libraries are really central places on our campus, so getting this space ready to go was a top priority. As you can see looking around the space, it's been designed to space out student workstations and provide clear surfaces that make it easy for us to sanitize and clean at the end of the day. In addition, computer stations have been removed to make extra space for students. Entry and exit of this space has been designed in a way that reduces congestion and provides spacing between students as they come into the library facility. As you walk through our campuses, you'll see arrows denoting the direction of travel for students as they walk through the school. This design ensures that our students will not be running into each other in the hallways and be moving in a uniform flow. It's going to take some practice. So one of the things that we're planning on doing as we bring students back is having an orientation day so that students can plan out their routes to get from class to class.
So as you approach each classroom door on campus, you're going to notice some similar things that I think we should spend some time going through. The first is every single door has a sign from the CDC, which emphasizes wearing your mask at all times while on campus and then maintaining your 6 feet. We've also, in a couple different ways, added our 6-foot social distancing. This applies in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Super important to remember. Thank you to our COVID safety team. They've included a checklist. This checklist is really not anything that you need to manage. We as a school site will handle it, but it shows you exactly what is in the classroom, what's needed in the classroom, and how we can maintain all PPE supplies and safety measures. Finally, we have our maximum occupancy sign, which really helps us with our scheduling. It designates how many students are allowed safely into the classroom, measuring 6 to 7 feet apart.
As students enter our classrooms, they'll come across a sanitation station at the door of every classroom space. At this space, there'll be signage reminding students of the procedures for the classroom and mounted sanitation stations for students to use. Students will come into the space, they'll sanitize their hands, and they'll also be bringing with them sanitation materials to bring to their desks. As students walk into the room, you'll notice that the desks are laid out. There are some extra spaces within our classrooms that have been marked for students not to sit in, but they allow spacing of the desks. Additionally, you'll notice that on the floors of our classrooms, we have markers that remind our custodial staff, teachers, and students of where the desks need to be returned to ensure that they're properly distanced. As our COVID safety team was measuring out our facilities for use, they were looking at distancing students 6 feet apart, mouth to make sure that we were maintaining appropriate distance. As students come in, they'll come into their workstation, they'll sit down at their desk, they'll use their sanitation wipe to clean their space before getting ready to work.
Now we're going to spend some time talking about the teacher workstation. You could see really clearly if you look at the space in general, every teacher is at least 7 to 8 feet from students at all times. In addition to that, we have prepared for our teachers a nice supply of PPE, which includes face coverings, masks, gloves, a box of Kleenex, hand sanitizing pumps in case students need it in the moment or the teacher needs it in the moment. And then for the teacher's comfort, in addition, we have new door stops that teachers can use. Our HVAC and ventilation systems have all been updated to accommodate kind of a nice fresh air feel, but it's really about the comfort of the teacher where they can prop the door open as well as open their windows. A really important component that we added into the teacher workstation is our designated work zone. So you can see in many of our classrooms, we've identified it with blue tape. This is really the region in which the teachers can access the board, access their screen, and do teaching. A really important aspect of our teacher work zone, in addition to this, is our student stand area. Again, from the teacher desk, this is designated between 7 and 8 feet apart, mouth to mouth from the student and teacher, but it is a designated spot where students are able to stand if the teacher permits it, and students can ask them questions in that spot. Now we've shifted into an elective space. You can see with a lot of our elective classrooms and throughout the district, they're very unique and they're very large. So where we started in this room was really maximizing the space, but also making it very indicative where students can work and where they cannot work. In addition, in this space, there are 2 doors. So we had to designate using our one-way arrows where students are going to enter the space and exit the space. An integral part of this process was actually working with our teacher. She decided to change her teacher workspace to meet her needs. But in addition, given the nature of COVID and the pandemic, she wanted a separate, safe student display area for her, where students can come up, display their work, head back to their seats, and then she can evaluate. As you can see, in addition from the mass extent of this room, I had to work hand in hand with the teacher to see what met her needs throughout the course of the process and what really suited her.
Thank you for joining us today to see our facility and the things that we've done to get ready to bring our students back. Our COVID safety team is still hard at work, and there's still a lot more work to be done. Specifically, we need to think about norms around our lunch period and around bathroom use. These are things that we're actively working on, and as our guidelines and norms come out, we'll be sure to communicate them with all of you. Thanks so much.